them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him, however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end. We're here. Let's go.
In another moment, down went Alice after it. never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
I think we're here.
Key. You must find the key.
Son?
Sir. Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
As the temple appeared, and I didn't want to, at least.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed.
Constantinople. We picked up for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there. Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects. Rerun your... Rerun your... Rerun your... Rerun your...
Sir. Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Holmes, fine.
You are requested to kindly find your seats. Really, a half-turn clockwise. I'll have to try for myself.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
My apologies.
Evening, Haytham.
Reginald?
Leo, how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
And the statesman, because he's so great, thinks his trade as honest as mine.
Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
And the statesman, because he's so great, is right. We and the surgeons are more beholden to women than all the besides.
That's it, no. And she hopes you will order matters so as to bring her off.
As the wench is very active and industrious, you may satisfy that I'll soften the evidence.
Tom Gags is found guilty.
When I took him the time before, I told him what would come to if he did not bend his hand. This is death without reprieve. I may mention a book. Poor Tom Gag. £40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from the transportation. So I can get more by her staying in.
Betty hath brought more goods into our locked year than any fly with a gang. And in truth, 'tis a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang take her up, she may, in the common course of business, live at 12 months longer. I love to let women escape. A good sportsman always lets the end partridges fly, because the breed of the game depends on it. Besides, here the law allows us no reward. There's nothing to be got by the death of women, except our wives.
Without dispute, she is a fine woman. It was to her I was obliged for my education.
Live at 12 months longer. I love to let women escape. A good sportsman always lets the end partridges fly, because the breed of the game depends on it. Besides, here the law allows us no reward. There's nothing to be got by the death of women, except our wives.
Without dispute, she is a fine woman. It was when
have known. For what it's worth.
Seize him! Wrong! Any weapons?
I beg, did you
Stay
say
close.
It had
Are those men?
I'm scared safe.
Order! Have order! Move! We need to get over here. There. Shout. What was the op?
Dull truth.
Fascinating. Woman, I have a key. Open the door.
Ah, you reigned and beheld with it.
Knowledge. Perhaps a weapon. Unknown. Unfathomable in its purpose. Things. An enigma, these precursors. The thing I am certain. Waits behind those doors shall prove a great us all.
Or first.
Seen to that.
Oh, where?
Fascinating. Woman, I have
Ground to cut.
be more a start. And that is why we're here, Master. Like for you to America possession of its...
I'm yours of this mag more than you.
Of course. Teams of 5 men sympathize our cause. Each is all you and your indate.
Well, that's beyond my way.
Then you was not passage to Boston. Your... Go forth, Haytham. Fascinating. That is wonderful. That's possession of your... Fine.